welcome to the April edition of the Chamber Chat. Jen, are you enjoying this absolutely beautiful weather?
Oh my gosh, it was about time. I love having a rotten winter. Because days like today just, make me so appreciate the sun.
I know, I love it. And talk about beautiful. Look at this room full of guests we've got here.
Yes.
Aren't they awesome?
Oh, everybody looks down like they can't be talking
Who are they
about
talking about?
Yeah, right.
Oh, well, we're going to have lots of fun today because we've got lots of things coming up.
Fantastic events to talk about.
I know. Hey, but first we've got to talk about a little bit of chamber news.
Yes, of course.
You know, I love it when we get a new chamber member.
Yep.
I love this one. GoTro Surveying Services. Talk about having to practice that.
GoTro?
GoTro. Isn't that a fun name to say?
Yes.
GoTro Surveying Services.
It's actually their last name.
I know.
I love that.
What an awesome last name. But they're located at 160 North 2nd Street in Smithville. And the owners are Philip and Cheryl GoTro. And their phone number is 615-478-9264. Or you can visit their website at gotrosurveying.com.
GOTRO, just like it sounds.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate them joining the chamber.
Yeah, so if you need anything surveyed, give them a call.
Great.
And we were able to give 2 milestone awards. We love those.
We love them.
That means the business has been in business for a pretty long time.
Yeah, beating the odds.
I know. And Blood Assurance has been serving DeKalb County for
15 years.
I know. How awesome is that?
Yep.
And the Webb House Retirement Center celebrating
25
years.
And my
goodness.
sweet dad is there, and we just so appreciate them, their services and what they do for their folks who live there and the families.
Well, they treat everybody like family, don't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it out there.
place.
It's beautiful and it's relaxed and it's just, I don't know, it's a
Loving.
sweet atmosphere.
Very
They're
loving.
loving.
Yep.
So anyway, we appreciate them.
25 years.
25 years. And then coming up,
Oh my God.
and I know Jen knows about this because she's been picking up silent auction items. The annual chamber banquet is coming up Tuesday, April 15th. That's an easy one to remember.
Yeah, because just check the weather. There'll be a storm that day.
There'll be a storm, and and try to have your taxes done way ahead of time.
Absolutely. Get your taxes done. Come celebrate with the chamber.
51 years.
Yay!
Yeah. Well, anyway, our silent auction will begin at 5:30, and the program will begin at 6, and it'll be at the County Complex, 712 South Congress Boulevard in Smithville. And guess who our entertainment is?
Tell me.
Oh, it's our local favorites, Tom Duggan and Tim Conway.
Give us a little finger. Tom, reach around the camera. Tom can show you
face around the camera there, Tom. And of course, we'll have a delicious meal prepared by the executive chef at the Inn at Evans Mill,
Jason Evans, who of course does a fabulous job every time.
Oh, he does. And we're having beef brisket this year. We voted on beef brisket. And then our keynote speaker is going to be Susan Whitaker. You will not be bored. Sometimes when you hear the word commissioner, you go, oh, no. But she's not like that.
No.
She is energetic. She's fun.
Well, you talk about tourism, and you can't be boring. Tourism is a fabulous topic, and it's really important to DeKalb County. So we are so lucky to have her come talk about tourism and DeKalb County and how we fit into the whole state picture.
I know, and so you're going to love her. And then, I want to say that we don't normally give out milestone awards at the annual banquet, but this year we have 2 businesses celebrating 50 years.
Really special
So we're going to be
ones.
giving out 2 milestone awards, one to WJLE Radio and one to Cantrell's Clothing.
Yes.
So we're excited about that. And, we couldn't have the annual banquet without our corporate sponsors because it's pretty expensive to put together.
Yep.
So I'm so appreciative of these businesses. I'm going to they're all equally important. I'm going to say it in alphabetical order because it's hard to, Anyway, Katy Fork Electric, Cumberland Insurance, DeKalb Community Bank, DeKalb Community Hospital, DTC Communications, DTC Wireless, Federal Mogul, First Bank, Liberty State Bank, Middle Tennessee Natural Gas Project Hometown Help, Tenneco, and Walmart. And Walmart has aren't they awesome? And Walmart's got a new manager, Brandy, and she is awesome. So if you're at Walmart, say, where's the new manager? I want to meet her because she's really great. So anyway.
Hopefully it's all for good
Yeah,
reasons.
I said, Brandy, I know you're new, but I really need you as a corporate sponsor. She said, put us down. So I love that. And then I want to say a super big thank you to DTC Communications. They're providing our decorations for the evening.
Yay!
They're getting our table arrangements and stuff. They were saying, please don't do fish again this year.
Yep.
We will pay if you don't do any more fish.
Live fish. It was very clever.
It was clever. In
They
theory.
all lasted through the program.
They were so
We
very
did not
well.
lose
They just
a
kept swimming
fish.
around and around, glub, 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 glub.
We kept them alive. Kathy had to resuscitate a couple of them twice.
Had to kind of nudge them a little bit.
Nudge them a little, but they
They
made
made
it.
it.
They made it. They were troopers. And then CJ's Party Place is making this awesome balloon flag 9 feet tall, and it's going to be great. You can go in and have your picture made in front of it. Wouldn't that
I
be
love
fun?
it. Yep.
I know. And then, of course, we're coming back this year because it was so popular. The DeKalb Jeopardy trivia game will be coming up, and the prize bags are sponsored by DeKalb Community Hospital. So that's going to be lots of fun.
You know, this is a big event. It is a celebration for the Chamber. It's an opportunity for the Chamber to say thank you and to look back over the year and see all the partners and activities and events that the Chamber has been a part of. But it's a celebration of our community. It's not just about the Chamber.
No, that's
and
what
so
it
it's
is.
really great to bring all these folks together and have a meal, share some fellowship, and enjoy what makes us DeKalb County.
And that's a good point. When we want everybody to know that this is not just if you're a chamber member that you can come. Anybody's invited. I think anybody would enjoy it. It's your friends, your neighbors, your people you see in the banks and in church and all this. So we're all there, and it's just going to be a fabulous year. And Jen, we appreciate Leadership DeKalb class every year serves the meal. So our class of 2014 will be serving.
We're amateurs,
Hey, you would
but
never know
we do
it.
our best.
They
would
haven't
never
said
know
a
it.
single thing that I've seen.
Right. No, we have a 0-16 record of dry cleaning bills.
I know, that's awesome. We're hoping you keep that record going. But the tickets are $25, and any of our board of directors will have a ticket. Or you can pick them up at our office at the courthouse, room 201. You can give me a call at the chamber, 597-4163, and I'll bring it to you in my spare time. That's funny.
Yeah.
And but so you can try. And no, I'll get Jen to do it.
I knew that was
God
coming.
bless her. She's been picking up silent auction for me. And then we'll get, or we'll hold the tickets at the door. You just call us. We will get tickets for you, I promise. But anyway, we hope you'll come out and help us celebrate our 51 years.
Yay! It's going to be a
awesome.
great event. That's the 15th. Do your taxes. Come celebrate.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, you know, I love events that's got spring in the title. That's my favorite time of the year. And the Edgar Evans State Park, the annual celebration of spring is coming up, and the park manager, Mr. Carl Halfbaker, is here. We love Carl, don't we?
Good morning, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Can't believe we got you out on a day like today. Seems to me like you'd probably have a pretty long to-do list there up at the state
yes.
park.
Well, tell us all about it, Carl.
Well, on April 12th, we've got the celebration of spring, and this is, I believe, our 4th year of doing that. It's sponsored by the Friends of Edgar Evans. We've got a lot of things going. We'll get started about 8 a.m. We've got several hikes scheduled that morning, and you do need to pre-register for the hikes. You must register because we're only limited to about 12 to 14 people, something like that. But it'll be, our base of operation will be there at the park office at the visitor center where the tower's located. We've got entertainment lined up all during the day. We'll be having the Tennessee State Park's mascot, Ramble the Raccoon, will be there around 9 a.m.
Nice.
He is of course, the next few weekends he's going to be in great demand, so I think he's got at least 1 or maybe 2 other stops to make that day.
He's a busy raccoon.
Right. And we've got, among our singers and music folks, we've got the Fuson Family Gospel Singers. We've got Patricia Jackson, also known as Minnie Pearl. She does a real good job if you've never seen her. Got a real pleasant voice and does a real great job. And around at 10:45 to about 11:30, the Canon Arts Dance Studio will be doing a clogging demonstration and some ballet, and they will also be winding the maypole.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Never seen that. You need to come, and it's.
We used to do that back in the olden days when I was in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then from 11:30 to 12:30, the NHECM Wildlife Program with Mr. Bob Tarter will be there. He'll be displaying his animals. And for one of our fellow wildlife I let the cat out of the bag. For one of our local brother law enforcement agencies, Mr. Tarter does have all of his license to have the bobcat. Bebop the bobcat will most definitely be there.
A bobcat. Any snakes?
Probably.
Oh, you know how Suzanne loves snakes.
Oh yes, on the next page over here, by the way, from 12:30 to 1:30, Holly and Ranger Mark will have their snakes there. They'll be doing a snake program.
Suzanne.
Don't be
sweet.
insulted, Carl, if I don't make it for that one.
They're so soft and sweet.
That's right.
not
They're
know.
nice and
Well, I have
cuddly
stepped on
little
one by accident.
They're more afraid of you than you are of them.
I can
trust
assure
me.
you that is not true.
Hey, I've talked to them. I
talked to
know.
snakes.
He's the snake
I'm a
whisperer.
snake whisperer, by the way.
Snake whisperer. Carl, who knew? I tell you.
And then Miss Patricia Jackson will perform again from 1:30 to 2, and then from 2 to 3 we'll have the Mockingbirds from Cookville. They're a bluegrass and folk group.
Oh,
And then
fun.
finally, the world-renowned Flat Broke Band will be playing from 3
The
to
Flat Rope
4.
Band. Boy, I could be in that
The name alone.
I'm there.
If I could only play an instrument, I would fit right in that one.
And we'll also be having down at the marina parking lot down where the shelters are. It'll be, I guess, what you call a cruise in. Anyway, it'll be an exhibit of show cars. We're hoping to have a good turnout. This is the first year that we have tried this, and there'll be no fee. All this is free. There's nothing that there'll be a charge for. You do have to register, like I said, but you don't. There's no charge whatsoever. We'll be also having a kite flying session from 10 o'clock until 2. And of course, we'll have maps and everything directing you to those areas, but we furnish you a kite and you can get out and fly it or whatever and then take it home with you. We'll be having pontoon rides unless, if it's 40 degrees, don't expect me to get out there and pile up the boat.
Weather
It
permitting.
feels like about 10 degrees out there on
Yes,
Center
it sure
Hill.
does.
We'll be having those throughout the day, starting at 10. Try to run a load about every 30 minutes, but once again, you have to pre-register for those that morning. We'll be having face painting, and by the way, they need some face painters for this event. So anybody that's a face painter, you don't even have to be real good, but
I can do stick people.
yeah.
I can do a flower. Bonk, bonk,
And,
bonk, 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 bonk.
Our Girl Scout troop that supports us from here in Smithville, Troop 1146, they'll be having kind of an open house in front of the visitor center there where folks can make different types of crafts. Our Boy Scout troop, Troop 875, that's chartered by the Friends of Edgar Evans, they'll be having a cooking demonstration. They did shepherd's pie and then cherry pie last year. It was great.
Like over an open fire kind
Yes,
of thing?
mhm.
Oh, how
Yeah,
Dutch
neat.
oven.
Dutch oven. Yeah.
Mrs.
I have
Peggy
trouble making that in a real stove. I'd love to see that.
and Miss Peggy Richardson, those of you that were down for our 75th anniversary, Miss Peggy and her husband made the cakes. Well, Miss Peggy, her husband Scotty passed away last year, but Miss Peggy will be down and she'll be doing decorate your own cookie. And they have some good baked treats.
What do you make it? A mountain?
Yes, you could.
Lots of icing?
And we'll also be having three-legged races and potato sack races down at the peninsula. That's about as far back in the park as you can go. And we will be doing a shuttle, weather permitting, a hay wagon, and we'll be shuttling people back and forth.
Wow.
We love our state park. This is so fabulous.
Well, we appreciate the support that we get from the Smithville and from the residents of DeKalb County. And that'll start at 2, the three-legged races. And it says for kids and young at heart adults too. So
Oh, Jen, that's new to me.
Uh-oh.
Or they act young at heart.
What about goofballs?
Yeah, goofballs. I think that's what a kid is, isn't it? Well, Carl, so they need to call for all this stuff. So 1-800-250-8619, and y'all will get them
Yes.
signed up for everything.
well, now
No.
they register on the day of.
The
We don't-
day of, okay.
Yes, but you can call and get information, but need to be there around 8, especially if you're interested in some of the first hikes. And that first hike will start at 8:30, so you definitely need to be there.
And
at
actually,
8.
that's a good time to go hiking if you want to see the wildflowers and you want to get out. That lots of things are more active in the morning than in the middle of the day, so
Oh,
that's
yes,
the best
and-
time for a hike.
And the wildflowers, I believe, the next day or two are really going to explode. I've
Yes,
seen a
my
lot of them.
sinuses are telling me.
Yeah. That's what my husband said. Close the windows, I'm dying.
And also for the birders out there, I've never taken that up, but I have intentions of it. But we've got a number of native birds that are there year round and whatever. But we're also a stop for a lot of migratory birds.
Yes.
Some of them very rare, and Ranger Taylor has come up with a list, I believe, it's over 150. I'm thinking about 156 different species that he's
Wow.
cataloged there in the park over the course of a year.
How exciting.
But y'all come on out and visit us. Right now, our campground is torn all to pieces. We're undergoing
So don't plan on camping.
right. We're undergoing renovations and
Local traffic only.
yes, absolutely.
And that's great. That's Saturday, April 12th. Sounds great.
Be there about 8, and we'll get started.
Got stuff going all
something
day.
going on every hour
And
of
you
the
don't have
day.
to get there at 8. You can, I mean, if you don't want to hike,
Right.
you can get there anytime throughout the day.
Right, and
Yeah.
sign up for the boat rides at any time,
Okay.
or whatever.
That
Thanks,
sounds great.
Carl.
Thank you,
Thank
Carl.
you.
Hey, I wanted to let everybody know the DeKalb Firefighters Barbecue Dinner Auction and Meet the Candidates will be also on April the 12th at 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. It's going to be at the DeKalb Community Complex. It's only $6 a person.
Yep.
And, you know, they would love donations if you can cook.
Yeah, this is
Homemade cakes. They never call me. But homemade cakes and pies and pastries and baked goods. There's difference in all those things. Call Bill Fowler, 615-464-7534. Actually, I can cook more than I say. I just don't like to cook, so I play the little dumb card a little.
Now people know that.
I know. Well, I don't think my husband's listening. He had to be at court this morning. So. Hey, since you're here, Shan, let's talk about the DeKalb Community Hospital update.
Okay, well, first things first. As many of you know, the weight loss challenge is in high gear.
Yeah, how is it going?
So it's fantastic, and it's starting to get a little cutthroat at the hospital because they're asking, how much weight have you lost? I've lost 13 pounds. I've lost 16 pounds. I've lost 17 pounds.
Oh my goodness!
I've lost 2 pounds.
Yeah,
So
I
you know,
hear ya.
I'm not doing as good as so many others, but I mean, really, it has been a great year. And
I think that was giving of you. See, you're doing a community service to be the one that's low man
That's
on the
right,
television.
I
It's
am.
to help other people feel really
that
good.
everybody's feeling good about themselves. I'm
That's
doing an
right.
excellent job.
If you go and look at a pack of 2 pounds of hamburger, that's quite a bit. 2 pounds is
So
quite a
I've
bit.
lost 2 pounds of hamburger.
Yeah. I'm just saying, 2 pounds is better than it sounds.
That's a beautiful
It
analogy.
is, because every time I say, "Oh, I've only lost a pound," I go look at a pound of hamburger, and that's significant, you know.
Our next weigh-in is April 7th and 8th for those of you challengers that are listening. And don't forget to show your weight loss challenge card at our sponsors, Social Blends. They will give you anything discounted off the weight loss challenge menu. They have a skinny breakfast and a slender lunch. And it is delicious. And they also will motivate you for they have some healthy smoothies and some wonderful things that you can do for a great snack as
When they're
well.
there.
We actually stopped by when the boys were helping me pick up silent auction items. We stopped by and got some smoothies, and they were delicious.
Oh, they really, really are.
Oh, very refreshing
Really
and like just real fruit. I mean, just delicious.
And I cannot forget Smithville Subway. They are our proud sponsor again, and they are not only donating the prizes, but you can go in during the 2 days of each weigh-in and register to win a Subway prize pack. So be sure to stop by Subway, order anything off their Fresh Fit menu, and that's going to help you with your weight loss challenge. Also, for those of you who are not a part of the Weight Loss Challenge, you can join our Weight Loss Challenge Facebook page and get our Weight Loss Challenge blog for free. And it has great recipes. We have a personal trainer giving Q&A answers for the questions that our challengers have, and a wonderful recipe that I'm in love with. Now, this sounds horrible, and I had to try it in the test kitchen. I had to be the test dummy. But black bean brownies. They are now.
Like gumbo.
People had told me when they
that'd be with okra.
it sounded like it was going to be horrible. And I thought that I got to try it before I let the challengers have this recipe. They are fabulous. They are so delicious.
Well, you didn't send any over to my house.
They
They were gone.
You were losing ham.
I
You were
want
eating
some
hamburger.
black bean brownies.
So you can get that recipe on the Weight Loss Challenge DeKalb Cannon Facebook page,
Okay.
and also chicken salsa verde, and that is 327 calories. So we're very excited about giving these healthy options that are easy to cook and easy on your diet. So, and I have not been hungry this time around because of these great recipes. You can eat so much of it, and you're full.
Of course,
And
you've
they're
only lost
delicious.
2 pounds.
I've only lost 2 pounds. I know. What do I know? But you know, my husband has lost 30.
pounds of hamburger.
Yay! And we're in the same house. It's just completely
Good for Andy.
humiliating.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have some great classes coming up. We have the smoothie class, which you participated in
Oh, I
last
love to
year.
do that.
You
Yeah.
can come and
I went
drink
last
your
year. I
lunch
loved
with
it.
us. It's a free class. You can sign up on our Facebook page, and that's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. We also have an Ask Mrs. Nutrition class coming up where a nutritionist will come in and answer your questions and even answer questions you may not be asking. Farmers Market, we are partnering with them to do live cooking demonstrations in May using the produce from the Farmers Market right there, hands on.
Ooh,
I want
bet
in
they
on
do.
that.
Yeah,
me
and
too.
it's
Oh,
going to
man.
be great, and that's where I get my produce all summer long. So it's
Yeah,
wonderful.
I hear you get there pretty early on
Yeah,
Saturday.
I send my husband early, then I show up about 10 o'clock. I'm one of those slackers. I'm the late morning people. I'm not like the wildflowers at Carl's Park. If you're going to come and tour what I've got going on, show up at 10 and you'll get a good show. At 8 o'clock, not much going on.
Well, you know, everybody's not Jen.
Some of us are morning people, and then we fall asleep on the couch by about 9 o'clock. I mean, everyone's got their own thing.
Their thing. Well, Shannon, if you'll stick with us, we'll talk about Jamboree in just a few minutes.
I'm not going anywhere.
Alrighty then. Well, Renee Stefano has asked me to say the first annual Joe Black Effort Pet Photo Contest. I think it's going on all like through the month of April.
For the whole month of April, they're collecting photos for a pet photo contest.
And I'm not sure, Shan, but they said they would love to have a picture of you with your dog. She's got this like little
we both
coon
have
dog
red hair.
with red hair. Yeah, they do look alike.
And
Yeah,
he's
they do have
also
different
not a morning person.
He makes a lot of noise without really saying anything. I mean, there's a lot
What does
of
that sound like?
Like mother, like daughter. What can we say?
You tell about the contest.
All right, so the entry fee is $5, and you can either check out their website, Joe Black Effort rescuegroups.org, or mail it to the Joe Black Effort at their P.O. Box 368 here in Smithville. You can send them an email at joeblackeffort@gmail.com if you have any questions, or just to upload the photos or animals. All photos must come through their email account, so don't post. They do have a very active Facebook page, but that's not where they want you to post. They want you to email it to their email account, and then they will post them on the Facebook for the voting, and that's how they're gonna select who is the winner, who has the most likes. So it's a fun way to get out there. Everybody loves to take pictures of their favorite pets. Doesn't have to be a dog, although Shan may be taking a picture of her dog. And there'll be 4 categories: cutest pet, funniest pet, best pet smile, and here's the one for Shan: best lookalike. Owner and pet.
Well, then I am adorable.
Yeah. He is an adorable dog.
Might be. So it's a great way for everybody to get involved, and we all know how important our pets are. They add years to our life. They add joy to every day. So Joe Black Effort just wants everyone to be involved and celebrate our pets.
Oh, thanks, Jen. Hey, I want to mention the DeKalb Community Bank's Antique Tractor and Engine Show and Family Fun Day is coming up April 19th at the Alexandria branch. Now, if you've not been to this, it is a sight to see. The leaves are all coming out on the trees. You got those antique tractors in green and red and yellow, and you got all these blow-up kid stuff. And
Yeah, it's very
awesome
fun.
to see. And
Yep.
the farmers around with their overalls. It's really neat to
Yep.
see.
So that's so now we can go to the craft center this Saturday, and then go to the state park next
one.
Saturday, and then go to the DeKalb Community Bank
In Alexandria.
the Antique Tractor and Engine Show the next Saturday.
Oh,
So
it's
we
so
got
fun.
something every week,
And those are all free events.
all free.
And the event hours are from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And honestly, you're like, hey, you look like the world's best mom. kids, guess where I'm taking you today? They get to play all day. It doesn't cost you anything. It's
Yep.
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hey, talk about awesome. Coco's here. Kathy Hendrickson from Justin Potter
Yay.
Library.
And I just have to brag just a little bit. She's famous.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
She made the front cover.
Right.
How awesome is that?
And I
Jen, we haven't made the front cover.
ever.
Never.
You made the back cover.
We hadn't made the middle. We hadn't made anything.
I'll put a word in for you.
She knows people.
Please.
I know people.
But what a great connection between the library, no pun intended, between the library and DTC.
Yes.
Because when we think about library, we can't just think about books anymore. It's our connection to technology as well.
Yes, lots of that.
Her head's gotten a little big since she's a cover model, though. I hear.
She's signing autographs
Yes.
after the show.
She's not returning my phone
Just line
calls.
up and I'll sign it. I'm getting writer's cramp. But I do appreciate DTC for promoting technology and the libraries, because we try to partner with a lot of different groups in the county and DTC and anyone that we can to get the word out about our library and about what libraries do and the services that and there's a campaign going on now in the Bill and Melinda Gates. They are into reading, they're into libraries, and they started out giving computers years and years ago. We started out, they gave computers away to all the libraries. But now they have a campaign, it's called Geek the Library, and I'll have to give Shannon, they have to wear these. And what it is, they're using geek as a verb. And it means what? Yes. And it means, what are you passionate about? What do you love? What are you interested in? And it's helping promote the library and the things that we do. And I guess I'm passionate, my staff is passionate about the library, our patrons and the services and programs that we provide to the public. And so we're always looking for new ways for programming, to partner with, like this year we're partnering with the Farmers Market in fact, this was Rochelle's idea. The theme for the teen and adult program for our summer reading this year is Spark a Change. So she thought, well, why don't we partner with the Farmers Market? Because the theme is for our Older Americans Day is Safe Today and Healthy Tomorrow. So we thought we'd carry that over into the summer reading program. So every Saturday in June, we will have something at the Farmers Market. And we'll have a table set up, and the people there will be giving, they'll have recipes. Shannon's going to participate in that by doing the recipes. They may feature a vegetable a week and have a recipe about how you can cook that vegetable, what's healthy, and explain about the vegetables. They may be giving some gift things away, and I think Helen said it's going to set up a craft booth. So, Jeff, we're having a meeting on that April the 3rd, on Thursday from 1:30 to 3, and it's called Farmers Market Discussion Group, and we've had a lot of great feedback. A lot of people are involved.
It's a great meeting. Great
Some
meeting.
crafts. They're going to be doing recipes and demonstrations and just all kinds of neat things. So come out on Saturdays in June to the Farmers Market, and anytime, but especially there, and we'll be talking about healthy foods and how to eat them and how to prepare them, and so it's a great
How
thing.
to grow them?
Yes, how to grow them maybe. Who knows what they're going to talk about? But
It really is easy to grow some of our most favorite things, and so that's fun and part of it.
So that's what we're into there, and and I have these little stickers. So anybody wants to come by the library, we've got bookmarks, and we're going to have all kinds of neat things going. We're kind of kicking this off a little bit. So come by and get you a sticker and show your support for the library. So, and to help Shannon and them out, and to kind of support them for the weight loss challenge, we are having Wednesdays at 11:30. We're having walk and talk, rest and read.
That's right.
And I hope
Being
people
the
will show up.
farmer champions of the
Yes,
weight loss
yes,
challenge.
yes.
You can know that what
Doing her
she's
part.
doing does work.
Yes.
I
So,
love the rest and read part.
Yes.
I want to know more.
we get out and walk. Okay, Suzanne.
I love that part.
We'll kind of do a walk.
You have to walk and talk first.
Oh, you gotta walk first.
Then
gotta
you rest
walk,
and read.
then you rest and read.
Oh,
Hey, you got
So-
3 out of 4 really good.
So anyone interested in walking, it can meet in front of the library at 11:30 on Wednesday. That's today, actually, isn't it? Right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay, better get back there. And so it's kind of like a walk about town. And if the weather's bad, the First Baptist Church Life Enrichment Center is open, I think, till 12. So we'll meet there and walk about.
Nothing
in there.
stops the
Yeah,
library.
stops.
No, it's like the post office. You just keep it going. Yeah. And also Wednesday at 9, April the 9th at 1 o'clock, children from 5 to 12 years old are invited to Justin Potter Library to attend a viewing of the animated Hero Classic. It's a DVD, and it's Harriet Tubman. We've been having this once a month. We've had the Wright brothers, and they've made paper airplanes for that, and Abe Lincoln was last month, and so they made the stovetop hat and the beard, and so they do. There is activities afterward, so everyone is invited. The homeschoolers have kind of taken this on, and they're doing a wonderful job, and so but anybody's invited to come, and if you just call the library at 597-4359 to reserve your seat. The FCCLA Club, Saturday, April the 26th at 10 o'clock. We'll have their story time, ages 3 to 10, and they have a wonderful time there, and they have activities after, and they give them a goodie bag. We still have our teen advisory group, our tag group. Susan Goldstein does that, and she does a wonderful job with those kids. They may be a small group, but they are mighty. That's the first and third Tuesdays of the month, and that's at 4 o'clock. I think it's 4 to 6. And unless schools are closed, and if the weather's bad, of course, they don't meet. But they do a wonderful job. She has projects for them. They put books away. They help us move furniture when our summer reading program. And one year they actually did a story hour for the kids and did the whole thing, and they did a great job. So we really appreciate that. Our 2014 summer reading program. The theme this year is Fizz Boom Read, and it is about.
I like it.
And it's about science. It is strictly science this year. So registration for the Summer Reading Club and Read to Me Club begins on May the 30th and will go through June the 27th. Children set their own reading goals, and at the end they'll receive a participation certificate and some other little goodies at the end. We have a big party. Our programs, we're going to start in May the 30th, will be our opening program. We'll have Super Science Tennessee. We had him last year. He's got a wonderful English accent, and he did a wonderful job. Afterward, he actually set up outside. I didn't know he was going to do this. He set up a cotton candy machine, and everybody got cotton candy. And then we're going to have Hooked on Science, and we're going to have Snowbird is going to be at, of course, we're having it at all 3 county libraries. Alexander and
Weather
Liberty.
watching.
Wow.
But we're having the main programs up at ours because we have more space. But Snowbird will be on June the 13th at the Alexandria Library at 1 o'clock. And then
They
we'll
need a spring bird
Yeah.
too, don't you think?
Snowbird and a
springing
springbird.
now.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe Snowbird will just have like a flower hat on.
yeah, put him a little,
Yeah, I guess that would work.
something.
Yeah. Okay.
Some kind of bright colored something on it. Yeah.
Just thinking outside
Yeah.
the box
yes,
there.
Yes, we need to mention that. to him.
Penguins are year-round. They don't just live in the winter.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And he'll be at our library at 3 o'clock
All
that
right, whatever.
afternoon. And then we're having, we're going to collaborate with this STEM group out of Tennessee Tech. So we're kind of working on that.
Yep.
Then our final party, hopefully, will be Susie Randleman, and she is a ventriloquist, and she does a wonderful job. She's the director of Art Circle in Crossville, and she makes her own puppets. We went to a puppet workshop up there, so you learn how to make all those things and
Wow.
present them. So it's really great.
Yeah.
And so the other 2 libraries will be having story hours during the summer. Let's see. Oh, on the third Thursdays, we have tech time at the library, and Susan is doing that, and she is wonderful with showing people how to use their e-readers and smartphones and iPads, how to download e-books, and that's what she's doing. So e-readers, and it'll be.
Oh, my daughter Beth's into that. She loves it.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
So it'll be the third Thursday at 3:15.
Yeah.
And so we've had a lot of people. I know one day she had, I don't know how many different apparatuses. She had smartphones and iPads, and she was going around to all of them working on them. So that's kind of what we're doing there. So we have to keep up with tech.
She really
Technology
needs
is
a big
there.
one of these.
Yes. And like I say, my staff, I have a great staff at all 3 libraries, Doris and Emily and Rochelle and Susan, and they're always into doing something for the community, thinking of new ways outside the box, like the
Yes.
farmers market, partnering with whoever we need to partner with to kind of bring, services and things to the community. So that's
And
kind of
honestly,
what we're
Katie,
working on.
that's what makes the community great is partnering together.
Yes.
One organization can't
We
do that
all,
much, but working together.
Yeah, a community, just joining hands and doing what we need to do. So that's and we are looking for a part-time librarian. So if you call the library, we will find out a little information about that. And the number is 597-4359.
Ah,
Thank you.
and make sure you get some sleep in between all this stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm exhausted.
Me too.
Hey, what better segue, Jen, than to go from library to the storytelling festival?
One of my favorite events of the whole year. We
Well.
love the storytelling event. Tell us
Susan
all
Hinton
about it.
and
This is
Dot Tisworth is here. Good morning.
Good morning. This is the 9th year, and this year our theme is Sunny Side Up.
Sunny side
Ooh,
up.
that makes me
And-
want to eat an egg.
Well, guess what?
Yay!
actually, you do not have to talk about food at the storytelling. However, we always have kind of a little monologue.
Or bring eggs.
Or bring eggs. We actually,
No egg throwing.
We
Even
have
if you,
a little bit of a monologue, and what we're going to be talking about, and I want all the audience to call in and tell us, or show up that day. We'll be talking a little bit about the restaurants that have been in Smithville that we have loved or shunned. And it's I've had several people doing research on
oh, my gears are
how
going.
many,
That's a
how many restaurants
fantastic
have been in
thing.
Smithville and how many are currently in Smithville.
Oh,
And
didn't you used to love Birchie's?
there's the kind of stories that come
yeah.
about, and of course, with all of these restaurants come wonderful stories. However, at the storytelling event, Sunny Side Up can have a lot of different meanings. Doesn't have to be about restaurants. It doesn't have to be about that. But just thinking about restaurants really conjured up a lot of memories for us through the years. The Jet Burgers and just all kinds of
yeah.
things. And of course, I think one of the
Sunrise
main
Grill.
things that
Sunrise
that's when it
Grill.
comes up.
Burger
And
Shack.
also the Webb's Drugstore and when everybody used to
oh,
have
that
all
was
the
good.
sandwiches and all the
Yeah.
things. So
Milkshakes.
a lot of times we hope this year we have a lot of stories just from the storytelling. I think one of the funniest that happened is that in the middle of one of the stories there was a tornado warning, and we had to go up and tell Miss Vivian Johnson, who is one of just wonderful
Fabulous
storytellers.
lady.
And we whispered, Vivian, you have to cut this story short. The story short. We have to leave immediately, and that is when the big one came through. If you remember,
Oh my gosh.
lots of things happen.
Leave it
it's a
to
story
leave
tell
it
this time.
to yeah. Leave it to Vivian
This is
to create
this
the
is-
next story.
This is a free event to the public. However, we are already taking donations for the Imagination Library, and this is a benefit for Imagination Library. We try to combine something having fun, but we're doing something for the community. And again, it will be held May 3rd, 2014 at the DeKalb Community Complex. And I guess my husband always says to tell everybody, please come out and hear the stories. You may hear a story about yourself.
Just as defense.
But we love the library, and we think that there's not a better program to get the children reading early, and it's just a good fit. And this is sponsored by the Smithville Study Club, and that is also a wonderful fit. Miss Dot, do you want to add anything to
I think you pretty well covered everything.
time? You can tell.
The time then, the entertainment will start at 1:30 and it will go to 2. And then the next thing will be the stories, and they will promptly start at 2 o'clock and they will end at 4. Now the stories should be kept to 3 to 5 minutes, and that way all the storytellers will get to tell their stories.
And I can't remember, but I think we had it was about 15 people who told stories last year. We always end up with a couple people who don't get to tell, so we always tell them, save them for next year. But the interesting thing, and this is Dot has more fun because I work, and my bosses are letting me out today to talk about this. But Dot goes around and encourages the people that tell the stories. And they want to tell her a story as she goes around. So she finds out so much more than I do. So she shares it with me.
Yeah. Preview. That's great.
And also,
a lot of
let's talk about the DeKalb County Student Art Show coming
Okay,
up.
another, the Smithville Study Club is very busy, and this is our 75th year.
Wow.
And we were the club that helped start the Justin Potter Library.
Yeah.
And we are
fantastic.
having, again, this is about 4 years, the DeKalb County Schools Youth Art Exhibit. It will be held May 24th, 2014, and it will be at the DeKalb Community Complex as well. It is free, and it's from 1 to 3.
Do you have a
And-
deadline for the students to
Yes,
submit?
we do, and I want to say it's May. It's around the first or second week of May. But we will take pictures almost up to.
Yeah.
We encourage the teachers. The art teachers cooperate with us. The homeschool people are welcome to submit. The people who do the art at the center last year also submitted. We only want one per student, and we do go through and almost put everybody that we have not turned down anybody to to display their art. So and we
if you
do
want
give
to
a
be
lot of awards.
inspired or support the youth in our community, just come out to this. I mean, you would be blown away. These things, some of them are museum quality.
Last year, Terry Lynn
amazing
Weaver
talent.
came, and she just went on, and she just was so supportive. And she said it's just, and then Mike Foster helped us get a lot of the art boards
Right.
and things
Yeah.
to help get everything going last year. Made sure that people helped us at the center, and we appreciate all the efforts that it takes, because it takes everybody to put this show on.
Right.
It is amazing, and we have usually. I think last year we had 144 pieces of art, something like that. It was a lot
Great
of art.
participation.
Yes.
A lot
And
of
we had
talented
from
kids.
kindergarten through high school.
Yay!
Now we don't do the preschool, but we do from kindergarten through high school.
So
and
if somebody needs information,
Yes.
Susan, what number would they need to call?
I have both of my numbers. I'm the art chair, and I have 597-9300 is my home phone. But please just leave a message if you're interested or want to know more information. Also, you may call Mrs. Polly Payne, who is our current president of the Smithville Study Club, and her number is 597-4333.
Oh, thank you so much.
Great.
Well, I hope you have a great turnout, and sounds like it's going to be another great year. doesn't
Yeah.
it?
We go by each school between now and May 24th and pick up art almost every week.
Yep.
So
Wow.
just
That's incredible.
Get
It's
us
so
the
neat
art.
to be able to showcase our students
Yeah.
and their
Our young
talents.
people and their
Yeah.
wonderful talents.
Thank you for being here.
we had a great time, and thank you for inviting us.
Well, okay, now American Cancer Society's Relay for Life is right around the corner. Can you believe it? And our lovely Avadel Randolph is here along with Marlene DeLong. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're excited. Relay is one of the most. Everybody participates with Relay.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see so many businesses and people and volunteers coming together for this. And I know it's a lot of work getting that together because it's so well done. But tell us all about it.
Well, it seems like it was just only yesterday when we had relay in the park,
I know
Last
it
year,
flies, doesn't it?
It's getting to the point.
How many?
This will be our 17th, I believe.
Wow.
And
Doesn't seem possible.
no, it doesn't. But as you said, we could not do this without our community. We have such wonderful participation from the teams and all, and then our sponsors. It's just
So we're women.
every
isn't it?
year. It is. It's just overwhelming.
What is the date of the event? Is it
May the 9th?
It's a
at
little
Greenbrook.
earlier this year
Well-
from last year.
From last year, no.
Wasn't
Last
it in
year
June?
it was in May. June
Yeah,
the year
yeah.
before.
2 years
yeah,
ago,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
2 years ago it was in June, and we did a survey because it had always been the second weekend in May is whenever we began. That's when we had it because that was the signature weekend for Relay for the American Cancer Society. So we just went with that date, and a lot of people thought, there's always that threat of rain, cold weather, whatever. So they said, we can change it. So we did. We went to June. But then we did a survey, and the majority of people wanted to go back to May. Because when school's out, people start taking vacations and scattering and doing other things. And I know Dwayne, I asked him to do one of his surveys here at the radio station. And then we had passed out some forms to the team members that were there that night, and it just came back, both of the
And
surveys.
that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So May
that's why we
9th
don't
it
just-
is.
Right. We don't just decide,
Yeah.
we want to change this ourselves. So
That's
we did
neat, yeah.
a little work. And it's at Greenbrook Park, and we do have a backup plan, which will be the county complex this year. And, of course, we've never had to completely shut it down. We've had some wet.
Got blown away a couple of times.
So, we're looking forward to that. And again, it's just such an overwhelming thing, the response that we get from our
amazing.
sponsors and everything.
Well,
And,
cancer touches.
it touches
everybody.
everybody. There's not many families that it doesn't
Right.
touch, and our family is no exception. We've had lots of family members.
And this is a way that we can all
just the
come
way
out
that-
and support ourselves and each other. You know, that
Exactly.
survivors have an opportunity to celebrate. Celebrate another birthday, and for everyone, we all love this event because cancer is such an evil thing, and this is what we can do to support each other.
Absolutely. And we appreciate.
Lots of music this year.
Oh yes, we're going to have entertainment. There are Linda Luna and Miss Rhonda Capelinga are our entertainment chairs, and they're already booking people. We have another event coming up this month prior to our relay. It's something that we're really proud to do for our cancer survivors. We have a dinner or reception for them, for all of our cancer survivors. And if there's any listening, and please feel free to come. It will be on April the 24th from 5 to 7 over at Elizabeth Chapel Baptist Church there, and it is sponsored by Dr. Timothy Tobit and Good Health Family Clinic. So feel free to come and enjoy a meal and be with those that
My husband
have
says.
walked in your shoes, so to speak. You know, so it's just a good time for support of each other. And Miss Marlene, you want to tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yes,
She is a big help to us here in the.
I'm actually, I have been with the American Cancer Society for about 7 years. I've always done the event next door over in Warren County, but I'm so proud that I've been assigned to DeKalb County and Cannon County this year. So Miss Ivadell is a blessing to have a lady of her magnitude helping on our committee. Miss Shan sitting across the table from me, a lady of her magnitude serving on the committee in Cannon County. So I'm so excited to be working in this area. We have lots of fun things planned for actually both relays this year. So, but I do work with the volunteers, work with the team captains, all the sponsors. I try to work at least 1 or 2 days in the community, in the local community, answering questions, bringing products, any needs that they have for their team, that kind of thing. That's what I'm here to do. So I'm excited again to be working in DeKalb County. And our next team captain meeting is coming up the third Tuesday. I think that's April the 15th at 5:15 at Social Blends Cafe. So if you have questions, if you'd like to do a fundraiser for us, anything like that, we certainly would invite you to come out to that.
Oh,
April 15th.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I know, although this is sort of a hard subject to talk about because, it's honoring the ones that survived, and it's also
Exactly.
remembering the ones who haven't, and it makes it rough on families, but it's also, I found it to be very healing.
Absolutely.
And it helps you to feel like you're doing something positive in honor of those that have
And
gone
the
before
event
us.
is so much fun. You almost forget that it's all of the funds go to such a great cause of the American Cancer Society.
Yes.
I mean, there's no better organization to support for what they do for the cancer victims and their families, and for research, and for just reaching out and supporting folks who are going through when it's their trying time. American Cancer Society is there, so there's no better organization to support. So we think of it as this fabulous community event, but really underneath it's just great support for a great organization.
Thank y'all for all you do.
So much.
Well, just glad that we're able to do a little something.
Well, we've got another big event coming up, Shannon. Although it's a little far off, we're working hard
It's not far off enough. We got a lot going on.
The deadline keeps coming.
Closer all the time.
The Smithville Fiddlers Jamboree and Crest Festival is July 4th and 5th this year, and you don't just start working on that stuff like the week before. We've been meeting since last September.
Oh, yes.
Jack Barton, our president, does a great job in getting us all together and working hard and pushing us forward. So we got some
Cracking that
things-
whip.
Yeah, well, we're part of the marketing
The fearless
team.
leader.
So yeah, he cracks the whip, but he does it so nice
He
you don't even
does.
realize
He
it.
does.
Yeah, you're like,
The next day, where'd that welt come from?
But anyway, we've got a few things to talk about.
We
quickly.
do. First off, if you've not been on board and seen our marketing for the Jamboree yet, our campaign is The Jamboree You Love Just Got Better. And we want to portray all the hard work we're putting behind the Jamboree to not only keep the roots of the Jamboree the same, but invest in new ideas and all of the public awareness of things that people have come up to us and said, why don't you do this? Why don't you add this? Why don't you come from this standpoint? And we've taken all of that to heart, stirred it all up, and we are creating a brand new jamboree that you still will love. So we're very excited about that.
And we're wanting to really try to get local support. We want our locals. I mean, we've got 19,000 people almost in our county now, and we need those 19,000 to show up for the jamboree. It's a big boost
Show
for
up
economic.
and remember, this is our jamboree.
This is our
It's
jamboree.
not just what the jamboree board does or what the performers do or the vendors do, but it's our jamboree, because if you don't have people come out and participate, I mean, the jamboree's, it's just a stage and it's just some booths.
Could be anywhere.
But it's the support of our core people, the people of DeKalb County. And if you're like me, you grew up with the jamboree and you remember the years that it flooded, you remember the years that it was 105 degrees, and you remember the years that it was so crowded that you just kind of huddled through the masses and tried to sneak a peek at your favorite booth. And we've been through everything with the jamboree. And this year we plan for it to be the best jamboree ever, but we
just like a leadership
cannot
class.
do that without the
Fabulous.
support of the community. So it's just trust me, it's going to be great.
We have lots of things that are coming up after the annual banquet's over. That's what I say about everything. Don't ask me anything else until after the annual banquet. But we've got a coloring contest that we'll be promoting through the 1st through 5th grades. We'll be bringing that to the schools in May.
Yes, and the winner gets to claim their prize on the jamboree
jamboree
stage.
stage.
So that's going to
Wow,
be
what a
fun.
big
Yes.
Presented by the Miss Jamboree pageant winner.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
One of
So
them,
Miss
anyway.
Jamboree, go to the Smithville Fiddlers Jamboree Facebook page and like us. And that way you can get all the latest updates on everything going on new for the Jamboree, everything that you know and love for the Jamboree, and all the Miss Jamboree details, which are coming up soon, because our tentative date, which is hopefully confirmed this afternoon, is going to be June 7th.
And
So-
yeah, a lot of people have thought, well, are you having a Jamboree pageant during the middle of the Jamboree?
Oh no, she's got to be celebrated.
yes, yes.
The contest over and done
Right,
with, so
yes.
that the
So Miss
that the-
Jamboree will be
yes.
one of our awards presenters, and so she will get to be on the stage presenting awards for these different things that we have going on. So it's not only going to be a great thing to win at the pageant, but then represent your Jamboree in your county. So we're
And
very
although
excited.
we have on our early bird vouchers, they're already expired. But if you'll call me, and don't
You
tell
know
Jack,
people.
I will get you a $25 voucher. And maybe Jack's not listening this morning.
Maybe he's not.
Yeah,
He's very
just for-
busy. He probably doesn't care about your
He
show
doesn't,
right
he
now.
doesn't.
Yeah. He knows you're promoting the Jamboree. That's all he needs to
But
know.
word of
wanna-
mouth gets around.
We want to fill up the square till just we're having to turn people away.
Absolutely.
So anyway, but get excited about the Jamboree. This is our Jamboree, the whole county's Jamboree. This is not just a small group's Jamboree. This is everybody's. It's our Jamboree. So
You all have brought so much energy and excitement back into the Jamboree. It's so much fun to
Well,
see.
we are excited. I mean, we
Well,
are so excited.
It's a great event, a wonderful thing for our community, and it just deserves to have a fabulous turnout. And your efforts will not go unchecked. I'm sure that this will really be a fantastic
the
Jamboree.
best year ever.
Yeah.
Well, and for people
Oh,
who,
yeah.
who are considering being booth vendors or food vendors, there's been an urban legend going around that it's hundreds of dollars to have a booth at the Jamboree to sell your merchandise, and it's actually $125. And if you know people, you can call the chamber and get a $25 voucher. So that makes it $100, which is one of the least expensive booths in this
Anywhere.
entire region. I mean, it's an unbelievable bargain, and we have a retail trail. So for those of you who were not eligible earlier to be a part of the Jamboree because you had some retail items or partially handmade items, we are going to have a street that is specifically designated for you. So if you have been turned down for things before and couldn't have a booth,
Try it again.
Yeah, try us again, because we've got a street with your name on it. It's the retail trail. So we're excited about these new changes, and give us a call if you have questions, 597-8500, or call the chamber office.
Well, 8,500 goes to the chamber office, so either way, win-win. So there you go. Hey, Jen, now let's talk about Leadership DeKalb news.
Very quickly, I want to say a huge thank you. We, this last month, went on our Nashville trip
Fabulous.
to meet with our state legislators. I want to say a huge thank you to Senator May Beavers and her assistant Patty Saliba for pulling together a fantastic program
great
for us.
day.
Terry Lynn Weaver and Mark Pody really spent some quality time. All three of them spent some quality time with our class. The class learns the goings-on of state government, but how important we are to that goings on. I mean, it's not just that somebody else is doing it on state and the state capitol, that it's our government. And we met with some fantastic people.
We did.
And two folks I want to say a special shout out to. Our clerk and master who did the tour of the Tennessee Supreme Court was Dr. Duke's college roommate.
Oh,
How cute is that?
so adorable.
And so we're like, okay, enough about the good stuff here at the Supreme Court. Tell us some dirt.
I'm Dr. Duke.
So Dr.
We're the
Duke,
good people we are.
we're needing a sponsor
Sounds
for
like
the
you need
spring.
Sounds like you need to come to the storytelling.
Well, the storytelling actually came with Justin Wilson, who is
Oh,
the
my.
state comptroller. And if you've ever wondered where the Justin Potter Library name came from, we found out. Justin Wilson, who is the state comptroller, I mean, he's the money cop on the state level.
His grandfather.
He's hilarious.
He is awesome.
Yeah.
He is the storyteller.
Yeah.
He came armed with about 8 very embarrassing family stories
About himself.
of his own roots, his own family, a brothel in Nashville. Oh my gosh,
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I think 7 of his 8 great grandparents are from DeKalb County. So that's where his roots, I mean, when he talks about deep
loves
roots
DeKalb
in DeKalb County, he loves DeKalb County. And here he is. He's the money cop. He is the state comptroller. And he started the day off, and it was really neat that his grandfather is Justin Potter, named after, where the support for the Justin Potter Library came from. So it's just a really fantastic day. You never know what those connections are going to be that make us feel real.
We need to get him next year for the annual banquet.
Yeah, he would be fantastic.
His wife is really,
that'd be
both really nice
interesting.
Yeah,
people.
really great folks. So I want to say a huge thank you to our DeKalb County government, Mike Foster, and the city of Smithville, Jimmy Poss, Mayor, for being our support for that trip. We had a fantastic time, and we really do appreciate our local government support for us to go to the state government.
Oh, it was a great time.
It was fantastic.
Well, Jen, as we like to say, the Chamber wants to help promote your news or special events, as you can see. Please call our office at 597-4163. What's our number? Or email us at decabtn@dtccom.net, and we'll help you spread the word. And many thanks to WJLE and DTC TV for sponsoring the Chamber Chat program. And we appreciate our listening audience and hope everyone has a great rest of the week.
Happy April.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.